Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I'm gonna do a quick video review on this plastic bottle cutter. Um, Excuse the mess. Right now I'm organizing stuff in my buggle bag, and I'm trying to like clean up a bit. So, but before I did that, I wanted to get into this because this is gonna go back in there, and I want to do a quick video review before I disassemble and put it back in my buggle bag. So this is called, and I got this on eBay. I'll put the link to it on the description. It's called Plastic Pet, and that's PET, as in like a dog or a cat, like a pet. Bottle cutter, free rope, and thermal shrink band extractor, 1-8 millimeter. So it means it'll go from 1 to 8 millimeters. Um, it's from the Ukraine, I believe. Yes, it is. And it cost $9.99, and then shipping was like less than $5. I ended up paying less than 15. It was like 14.97. So it's very lightweight, and I don't know. As a prepper, you want to be able to carry a lot of stuff with you in your buggle bag, but then you don't really want to add too much weight. So I like this idea, and I've seen videos on YouTube where people make these bottle cutters, where you can cut plastic bottles and make cordage out of them. Well, a lot of that stuff you need to like have a piece of wood or something um, to work with. And here it's already, I can hold it and I don't need anything. All I need is a plastic bottle. So uh, this is the instructions that it came with. Very simple, just a piece of paper. This is the way it came. It came in bent, and then you're supposed to straighten it like that. And the reason they bent it is because the packaging uh, on it. So then, picture number 3, you have a hole that you're supposed to run it through. You take this screw out and this one. So this one and this one. Take both out. Uh, Stick it through the hole, and then it's got like a little hook on this piece of rod, and then the one screw and the nut hold that little hook. Hopefully, you guys can see that in place. And then you put this one back on. So what this does, the one on the top, is there's a little blade right here. There's your blade, okay, and the piece of wood holds it nice and tight, and then so does this little uh, nut and washer, and the screw hold the blade in place. And then the reason for the rod is so that you can actually stick your bottle through there, and turn it. So I am gonna disassemble it, and I'll show you guys how to take it off and how to put it back on. But the reason before I do that, I want to be able to cut a bottle and show you guys how it works before I put this back in my buggle bag. So it took me a little while to figure it out. I kind of chopped it up at first, like I really messed up on it. Um, Again, sorry for the mess. So initially, what I did is I cut the front, uh, and I kind of messed that up. Um, so you're supposed to start from the back. You cut the back. Let me see, and I'll put the description below. Um, Now it helps if you have a multi-tool. This is my Leatherman Search, um, or also a pair of scissors. This has pair of scissors, so I'm going to show you how this works. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to have this assemble, okay? Then you will make a cut on the bottom of the bottle. This is a 1 liter Coca-Cola bottle. My brother drinks it. It's bad for you, I know. But now, when you do this, you want to make sure that you do like a straight cut. And if it's not gonna, and you know if it's not gonna be straight, that's all right. So then, as you guys can see, it's not 100% straight. So then, what you do is you take your scissors, and then you kind of try to make it as straight as possible. So here, we're just gonna go and having it straight as possible helps when pulling on it so that it comes out nice and even. So you guys can see now it's almost uh, nice and even. Okay, so put this to the side, and I got my little trash bag right here with me because again I was playing with this a little bit. And it took me a while to figure it out. Okay, it took me a while. I kind of know how to do it now. Um, so the way this works, you stick it on like that. Okay, um, and then put this to the side. So then you got all these little cuts right here, right? We're gonna do like the third one from the bottom. And what you want to do is you just want to be able to push it, but then also kind of turn it. And because it's kind of like weak back here, it might take you a little bit to get the hang of it. So you put it in there, start turning it. Once you get it in there, what you need to do is you need to like pull on the string if you can, but also like be able to make this thing turn. There is a way to like see how it kind of cut itself. So we got to do it again. There is a way for you to um, screw this into like a piece of wood. On the description below, the eBay seller has some videos on how to do this. And when you look at the videos, they actually have this standing up, but there's a vise holding it intact. And then there's another one where they actually have this screwed onto like a log or something. So you want to be able to just get it started, okay? Now this bottle is a little bit slippery. I didn't clean it that well. And the reason I like the multi-tool though is because sometimes you might need to use the pliers to get it out. So here, because I still don't have like enough cordage to kind of pull on it, so I'm still gonna have to do this a little bit. And I'm trying to do this while looking at the TV so I can make sure I'm doing it right or I'm doing it in front of the camera. So sorry if I'm going a little bit slower. Okay, so then you pull on it. Okay. Now, sometimes if you pull on this, it might break. So you have to be real careful that you don't just like yank it. You want to be able to slowly pull on it. And because it's kind of slippery, sometimes I like to use pliers. But again, with pliers, you want to be real careful so that you don't break it or. So now that I got more of cordage, I got more leverage. I can go around once in my hand, twice in my finger, and then cut it or pull it. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Now, if you ever come to a point where you're like pulling it but it won't pull, use your pliers or just like pull it but just be gentle because again, you don't want to break it. Okay, so again, and then the other thing is when you're pulling on this, make sure that it's straight and like not backwards because then it'll like bunch up in there. Okay. Again, if you buy this, it's gonna take you a minute to get used to it. Okay, it took me like at least half an hour playing with it to figure out how to do this. So don't lose hope. Just be patient with it. Okay, it's gonna take you a little bit to figure it out, but hopefully this video will explain to you a little bit how to, get it to work correctly. Okay, here we go. So there, like I pulled on it and it stopped. I don't want to jank it. I want to stop, and then slowly. There you go. Just, be patient. Now, eventually, it's gonna cut by itself here because you're gonna run out of plastic bottle. The point is to get as much as you can. Okay. Kind of when you get towards the top, it's gonna start getting thicker on the plastic. So just be patient. And it's gonna get a little bit tougher here. Okay. And then what you do is just wrap around, keep pulling on it, keep pulling on it. Make sure you're pulling in the right direction. Okay, make sure you're not bumbling this up. And I think that's about it. So, there, cut itself off. So, the only thing we're left is with this right here. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me okay. Sorry guys, just give me a second. It's a lot of cordage, okay? I mean a lot. I know that's a 1 liter. Okay, that was a 1 liter bottle. And okay, I'm getting a cramp in my arm. Alright. There it is. All of that is cordage. If I had to guess, I'm guessing it's maybe about 30 feet of cordage. And then the other thing, I'm going to use my Sharpie. Okay. I am going to cut some of this off. And just tie it around this Sharpie. Okay. Then I'm going to just make a simple knot on it. And this is what they mean by thermal shrink. Plastic will shrink. So I'm going to just tie it around here and just show you guys how you can shrink this. Now if you don't have a lighter, I'm pretty sure that if you get a stick that's lit on fire, you can like just run it around the plastic and it'll shrink. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. It does shrink. you don't want to burn it. Just want to like put some flame to it. This is kind of becoming all flimsy now. And there you go. Like this is it's on there. Like it just tightened by itself with a little bit of flame. Okay, so you guys can see that. So there it is, guys. Uh, Usually I went camping and fishing and hiking, and the saddest part about doing that kind of stuff is that you see a lot of junk out there. I know one of the parks here, one of the state parks in the summertime, they have a lot of RVs and camping, and a lot of these people, they leave the campsite with just garbage everywhere. Um, I've been, to a couple fishing spots. I see water bottles because a lot of people, instead of like bringing their own like canteen or water bladder stuff like that, they rather buy like 24 packs of like water bottle, or like 2 liters of Coke or 2 liters of whatever root beer. Um, so they're everywhere. So I figured, well, one of the things that we all need is cordage, and one of the things that I don't want to do is carry like 500 feet of 550 cord, because it's going to take a lot of space. Well, something like this doesn't take a lot of space, as you guys can see. It is very lightweight. Okay, and I'm not seriously joking about that. I mean, it is very lightweight, um, and for less than $15. So for less than $15, you can turn regular plastic bottles, bottles, water bottles, whatever, into cordage. So now, like I said, you don't need a Leatherman or you don't need a multi-tool to do this. I would I would recommend having some sort of multi-tool if you are going to buy this. It doesn't have to be a Leatherman Surge, something expensive. It can be something as a simple leather or a simple multi-tool. Um, and the reason you also need a multi-tool is because of the screws. So now I'm going to take this apart. Um, so I'm going to use my flatheads. Okay, and you can either use that or just a flat. I'm going to use a flat. Okay, so you take this off. And some of you might be thinking, like, well, how do you take the screw off if it's got a nut? Well, just use your finger. Um, it doesn't, like, you can use your fingers to hold the nut while you turn the screw. Um, and same when you tighten it, you can just use your fingers. So again, just unlimited cordage. So this would be a great, 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 great item for a buggle bag. Um, Eventually we are going to run out of cordage. I don't know if you can use it as like a fishing line, like, make a pole out of it and whatnot. I don't know. So I got the nut out. I don't want to lose it. Oh, there goes the washer. Okay. So then here, it'll just kind of like spin. So make sure you use your finger to push the screw out while you're unscrewing it, or else it's just gonna like spin in there. No biggie. And then I'll show you guys the blade here in a second. Now, if I remember correctly, I didn't actually take this screw out the entire way, just most of it. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So, as you guys can see, it's mostly out of there. Still has a few threads, that's fine. So then we're going to take this one off, the one that's holding the rod. Um, Now, do you need the rod? I kind of want to say yes, because if you're going to put a water bottle or a Coke bottle or whatever type of bottle, plastic bottle. There goes the nut, and there goes the screw. Shit. Fuck me and call me Lucy. Oh, I just lost my washer. Oh, I see it. It's underneath my foot. Sorry, guys. Alright, so before I take this off, this is how it works. That nut and, well, the washer goes underneath the hook, and then the nut sits on top. And then the screw just pops out just like that. And then this just, let's see if I can get on camera. So it just goes like that. And then you can just push the rod. Okay, you kind of have to be careful because like it twists right here, so just comes out just like that. So then you're left with this. So then you put your washer and turn your screw with your finger, and then you use your flatheads, preferably a multi-tool if possible. Make sure you're pressing that washer against that. And shit, I forgot to put the nut in there. And then before I put the nut in there, I want to show you guys. That is the blade. So that's why you have that screw there, because that's pushing the blade against this, so that when you pull on it, you know, on your plastic, you know, this doesn't go like this. So that's why you have the nut holding and the screw holding that blade, and then the top little wooden block is what's holding it. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Let me unscrew it back a little bit so I can get the nut in there. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I've been eyeballing this for a while now. And then the biggest thing too is that the blade, like where it cuts, is like right here. Okay, so this right here, it's part of the blade. That's not the sharp end. The sharp end is right here. That's just like the logo on the plastic bottle. So the blade is right here, so that's not gonna cut you. Because when I got it, I was like, it was my biggest concern that it was gonna cut me. But and then again, with your two fingers, just hold the nut in there, and then screw it in there, and that's it. And then you do the same thing with this one. Put your screw and put your washer, put your nut, and then on the video where I bought this, so they have a few videos on this on eBay or on YouTube, but they have linked in eBay. I have I have no idea how they screwed this into a piece of wood, like a log. I think you can use these right here for like screwing it like on a log or something. Um, to be honest, I thought I was gonna like use my desk to kind of screw it in and have it like hanging like that. But I think holding it with your hand is a lot steadier because again, you have to be able to get some of this through here. Once you have enough, then you can actually pull it. So for the first few couple tries, um, you're gonna have to like you do it by hand. Uh, so let me just tighten that up and tighten this up. That's it. That's it, guys. This is it right here, and the rod. Um, Now this doesn't have to be like perfectly straight. If you want to, you can get a vise and do it. Um, so that's it, guys. I'm gonna put this back in my buckle bag. Really great. This is how much cordage I got. out of a 1 liter bottle. If it was a 2 liter, it would have been twice this amount. Again, not just for cordage, but you can use it to shrink it using a lighter. Hopefully you can see that. So you can actually shrink this. That's it, guys. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys want another video review on this, I'll do it. But again, the main purpose of this was to uh, get unlimited cordage. Um, Now, the other thing that I will mention before I exit this video is that you can actually get a pair of scissors, and you can actually go throughout the whole bottle and start cutting around it and getting cordage out of it. But then, like, it's not gonna be an exact width. You know, it might be like some part of it of your cordage might be thicker, and then another one might be thinner. And if it's too thin, then you run that risk of it breaking. Um, with this, you can select any size you want, and this right here, it's even throughout the whole bundle of cordage. Like it's all one exact same size. Um, and again, you guys don't you can make these by yourself. Not this exact one, but there's like videos on how to make bottle cutters from like a 50-cent pencil sharpener. Um, but I wanted something that I was going to be able to carry in my buggle bag, and this is one of those. Um, Again, if you guys ever gone camping, hiking, fishing, you guys will know that there's tons of plastic bottles out there. Um, and to know that you can turn them into cordage is awesome. Now, as far as the blade, like if it's gonna maintain its what do you want to say, sharpness, it looks like a regular blade. So I'm pretty sure you can replace it. And this right here, I don't know if it's glued or what, but um, it's got a little cut right there, so I can usually my knife and then just kind of pry it open, and then use this on my multi-tool, and then just kind of like pound it in there back again. So again, a multi-tool with one of these works great. Um, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. This is how much cordage I got out of a 1 liter bottle. Um, and let me know if you guys are planning on buying one. Um, I am gonna give a good review to the eBay seller because at first you got to be patient. I didn't think it was working right until I kind of started playing with it. This will be my 3rd try. I want to say after 2 tries, you get the point of it, and so it does work. Okay, you just got to be patient and be able to learn, and hopefully this video kind of helps you guys on how to use it. So thanks for watching. God bless.